This episode of Wax Packing is dedicated to all the hard-working staff at the NHS here in the UK, to them and to everyone working in medical institutions around the world. Thank you. Hello Wax Packers and welcome back to another episode of Wax Packing. Our first wrapper today is Fiends and Machines by Don Russ, 1970. Yes, it's Monsters in Wacky Roadsters again with this 66 card sticker set from Don Russ, but with a twist. This is a mix and match set, so match your favourite fiend with your favourite machine and create your very own Fiend and Machine. Shock Theatre, Tops, 1976, aka Shocking Laffs, is a real scream. Plenty of delights and frights from the world of hammer horror. This 50 card set, tested in the US but only given a full release in the UK, features two horror greats, Mr. Peter Cushing and Sir Christopher Lee. But it's the jokes on the backs of these cards that are the real shocker. Gary, the werewolf that lives next door to me, has no nose. Orky, really? How does he smell? Gary, terrible. Now there are two ways I like to buy vintage trading cards. The first is as full sets from a collector or seller that you know. You may spend a little bit more money or you may not, but it's reassuring to know that the items have been well looked after and they will be packaged well. The second is this way. I like to look out for item lots of original wrappers and cards together, especially when it comes to the classics. I just love the thought that these original cards came out of these original wrappers 40 years ago. So these are 3 Tops UK Series 1 Superman wrappers, all in good condition. And one Series 2 here. Oh, well, there's a slight rip in it, but okay, but that's fine. These wrappers are so rare. A little tear like that means nothing. And we also have 2 Tops UK Star Wars Series 1 and 1 Series 2. Magic. And moving on to the cards. As you can see, very well packed. Now I flicked through these cards, but what I didn't realise at the time was there are some O-Pee-Chee cards in here. And the eagle-eyed amongst you would have spotted that from this card. Because this is one of the cards that isn't in the UK set, it's only in the Canadian and American set. As the UK Series 1 set stops at 66 cards. And it just goes to show how excited I get when opening cards, because I didn't even notice the French captions. Anyway, back to the action. So you can see the quality of these cards. You can tell they've been looked after, they've been well packaged. That's what you get when you buy from a collector. Looking at the Star Wars cards now, and I could tell before I took them out of the packet. Oh, these are just glorious. Look at the sheen. The corners, I mean literally they're not just pack fresh quality, I mean these are mint cards. I could get these graded. I could get every single one of these graded. Just perfect. Another one, wonderful. Look at those sharp corners. Who Loves You Baby? Kojak by Monty Gum, 1975. Now Monty Gum was a Dutch card company that produced similar versions of the popular sets that we all know for European and Middle Eastern distribution, but they also made some real crackers of their own, and this Kojak set is a great example. So we've got 3 packs. We'll open one of these, but I have just noticed looking at the back that they were imported into the New York and New Jersey area, obviously back in Kojak's heyday, which would make sense as that was where the detective show was set. Now this set is huge, so get ready. It has 56 Kojak playing cards with black or red backs, a red, blue, green and yellow bordered 72 card base set, the backs of which create a Kojak squad puzzle, and last but not least 100 serrated edge jigsaw puzzle pieces that build a giant puzzle of Kojak sucking on a lollipop. While I'm opening this pack, I'd like to say a big thank you to a new friend of Wax Packing, Mr. Rick Bunning. Rick has a fantastic website devoted to all things Monty Gum. I certainly learnt a lot, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out some of Monty Gum's fantastic and often quirky sets. So here you can see the, and gum, lovely, 45-year-old gum. I'll save that for later. Monty Gum used a much thinner cardstock for their cards, and they're a lot smaller than the standard US size. This makes them quite flimsy, so mint full sets are quite hard to find, but single cards and unopened packs are quite common on eBay. So we have playing cards and a puzzle piece. And here we are, we're into the base cards now. There's Kojak detecting at his desk. Lollipop firmly in place. The puzzle piece. And even though these cards are quite small, the print quality is really good. They're glossy. Great looking cards. Oh look. Still together after all these years. Let's pull in a Susanna, and I can show you exactly the difference in size. So you can see if I turned Kojak sideways there, they're literally half the size of the American standard size. But nevertheless, very, very cool cards. If you've enjoyed this episode of Wax Packing, please help support the channel by pressing like, subscribe and hitting that bell for notifications of future videos. Thanks guys, take care.